Welcome to our Team Empower call. We're so excited to have you here. A special shout out again to Kendra for having the top Success Club points for our team. Success of 8, that's amazing. I posted about this in the group, but I want to say it on the call too. That typically from here until the beginning of January are going to be the toughest times of the year. October, November, December, they are really hard months because like holidays start, parties start. No one wants to like lose weight when it's Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas. So it is a really hard time of the year and the slowest time of the year. But this is the most important time, crucial time to be consistent with what you're doing, because come January, everyone's going to be all ready for New Year's resolutions, and then we jump into summer, people getting ready for summer. So it's crucial now that you are proving your consistency. What does that mean? What do I mean when I say that? I mean you continue your messaging, okay, and you continue posting on social media, your personal page and your like page, what you're doing. People need to be able to watch your journey. So come January, when they're thinking, I need to lose weight, they're going to think, oh, Kendra's been doing this for a while. I'm going to go talk to her, okay? Or I've been messaging with Kendra and I've seen on her page that this is what she's doing, so I'm going to go talk to her. So you want to be the person that they come to. Excuse me. So try not to get discouraged the last few months. Focus on the foundation you're setting for the beginning of the next year. That's the main thing I want to say. So today we are talking about how to get more engagement on your like page. A few of us are doing a training by Jesse Regan. And this was one of the modules he did, and we really liked it. So I'm going to go ahead and cover 5 of them, and then Lacey's going to do the next 5. Let me just pull up my notes really quick. Okay. So there are 10 points on how to increase like engagement, and they're specifically talking about like pages, but you can still do this on your your profile page. I really am a firm believer that you shouldn't just hang out on your like page, that you also need to be working your profile page as well. So the first thing, what can you do to make sure you stand out? You want to make sure that you're standing out amongst everybody in your followers' feeds. Okay, so what makes you different? So I want you to look at your page and ask yourself if your page is something you would go back to. This is something I do often. I'll just, maybe every few days, I'll go and look at my my profile page, and I'll look and see if there's anything on there that I don't feel like is of value. And sometimes I will post that, like I asked about, okay, what hotels, what's a good way to find a cheap hotel? I just asked it on my Facebook page. But probably tomorrow I'll delete that post, because I want posts just of value when people come visit my page. So as an exercise, I want you to go back and look at your profile page and your like page and ask yourself, if you were a third party who didn't know you, would your page be of value? Would you want to follow you with the content that you have there? And would you, looking at your page as from a third party, would you be able to tell who you are as a person? Because you want your page to be a place that people can quickly figure out who you are, which is kind of another point that I'll go into later. People are on Facebook for one of 3 reasons. One, they want to be informed, they want to be educated, or they want to be entertained. So to be informed, that means you're telling someone a fact. People like to know facts, okay? Second, they want to be educated. Teaching someone how to do something, whether it's a recipe or how to do a specific stretch or something like that. And the third thing is entertainment, and I don't just mean to laugh, even though people love to laugh and memes usually get a great response. Entertainment, if you think about the different select genres of movies, okay, everyone likes a different genre of movie, and that's all entertainment. So under that hub of being entertained, anything that makes people feel connected to you or feel some sort of emotion, that is what you want to make sure you're sharing. What are you laughing at, Lace?
I'm smiling at Lisa's little girl. She's so cute. Hi.
Okay. The second part, which I loved this so much, is you need to show your face. A few months ago when we went back and critiqued like pages, that was the main thing that Lacey and I would be telling people, is that you need to show your face. People need to know who you are. And I know it can get old taking selfies. I get that. But when people come to your page, they need to know who you are. People are going to feel connected to you if they can see who you are, not just your words. So I want you to go in as another exercise and on your profile and your like page and just click on the photos tab. And out of all those photos, you should see your face a lot. So you want to make sure you're popping up a lot so people, you know, you are your brand. So you want to make sure people know you, that they know who you look, that you know, they know what you look like. Somebody had taken a picture of me from Strong Fit Mamas and used it on their page. It was some like boot camp gym or something like that. And someone had commented on the post and said, "Hey, Allie, isn't this you?" It was someone I didn't know. And it was me that they had taken. I didn't care that they took the picture, but I was like, oh, they know me. That follower knows me. They know my face. They know who I am. They know we're Strong Fit Mamas. And that's what you want. You want people to know your face.
And hold on really quick with that too. One other thing that I think is important is that you try to show as much expression and different facial expressions that you can. So something that I found, and Allie's really good at this, is it's easier to just take a whole bunch of pictures and just have them there so you can grab them and use them for different posts. And so if you were just to set up your phone and just do different, like, you know, like just different like faces that you can then use at a later time. So it's not all just like face front, smile. Them. You don't want them to all look the same. You want them to have different expressions and whatnot in them. Go ahead, Allie.
That's perfect. That's actually what I was going to say next, that you want to take a lot of selfies with different facial expressions, different angles, and use emotion in your face. You want to add character to your pictures, because taking selfies can get old, especially if you're seeing the same ones over and over. So I do like to take, like if I look nice on Sunday, if I actually put makeup on and like dry my hair, then I will take a few pictures on that day. Or if I have dedicated like power hour time, I will like switch my shirt 5 times and take a bunch of selfies in different angles, different facial expressions, like happy ones, serious ones, whatever. The ones where you're like pointing down so you can write text beneath it, whatever. So that way you just have, and just don't look at them. Just like take a bunch, and then after you're done, then you can go back and keep the ones that you want. But it's so much easier to craft a post around, you know, just grab a picture you already have and a quote that you found on Pinterest and then tie it into your story. I do that a lot. And the more you do that, the easier it gets. One person on our team I feel like does an excellent job on this is Shaylee. She's not on the call, but if you follow her at Shaylee's Reasons, she takes lots of selfies, lots of different facial expressions, and she does an amazing job at sharing her journey, which is so important. She isn't really a business builder on our team. She does an amazing job at sharing her story. So if you feel like you're struggling with that, go check out her page and you can see what it's like to do a good job of sharing your story. Okay, let's see. The third part is share your story and be vulnerable. We talk about this a lot, so I love that he brought that up. That's so important to share your story. Vulnerability does not mean that you are complaining. One thing we like to say, that if you feel like you're still a victim in a situation, that's probably not something you should share yet. You know, you want to share something that you've struggled with, that you've come out as a victor. Being vulnerable means that you are being real and genuine. Okay. They said to share your transformation story. So that a lot of times people will think, okay, I'm going to share my story, I'm going to do it, and they're freaking out, and they're going to post their before and afters, and they share it, and then they think that's it. They think everybody knows, everyone on their friends list must have seen this picture or this post, and so I'm never going to post it again. You can post your transformation story several times. You can do it with pictures. Excuse me. You can do it focusing on different aspects of the transformation, physical, mental, emotional. You can breadcrumb the story. There are lots of different ways you can share the same transformation story. And don't think that once you did it, you're done. You can continue to share that story, your story, not that story, your story, over and over again. Just highlight different areas of it. And don't put your life through a filter, you guys. Be you and speak from your heart. You know, you don't have to put your life through a filter. I love that phrase because we see that so much. And I feel like social media in general is definitely going down that road anyways, of being real and genuine and not being fake, which I love. Okay. And everyone has scars or things that we're self-conscious of, and it's time to embrace them. That's one way that you can be vulnerable and share your story. Don't hide, and you don't need to be perfect. I wrote down just a quick list of things that you might feel vulnerable about, or things that I have shared or feel myself. So, and just to give you some ideas. So I just wrote down and things that people could relate to: stretch marks, self-hate, negativity, dealing with your postpartum body, depression, a death that you might be dealing with or have gone through. Not yourself, obviously, you're not dead. Nursing, I've talked about that a lot. Weaning, I shared my struggle with that. Acne, I shared about that and got a great response. If you're a single parent, if you're a previous smoker, drug abuse, layoffs, self-esteem issues, and things that you can remember about your past. Like I saw this post in the training where she said, I remember when I couldn't cross my legs. I remember when I was too big that I couldn't cross my legs. Something simple that she said. I remember looking at everybody else crossing their legs and I couldn't do it. And she took a picture of herself crossing her legs and talking about what a proud moment that was for her. Remember back to when you couldn't do something and you can tie in something there. Okay, sorry, I'll just keep going. 4, do more videos, especially live videos. This is hard for a lot of people. Just pretend like you're talking to a friend, talking to one person. Live video freaks the living daylights out of me. Lacey's getting really good at it. I just totally freeze. And I read a quote, I posted this in the group earlier, that if you want to be an expert or something, you have to be willing to suck at it first. And that's so true. So just, if you are nervous to do it, just know that you're probably not going to be good at it at first, and that's fine. You're never going to be good at it if you do nothing. If you don't do anything about it, you're never going to be good at it. So you might as well go into a situation, just like coaching in general. You're probably not a fantastic coach in the beginning because you're still learning, and that's fine. The more we do it, the better we get at it. Okay, and the 5th thing is to develop your brand, and your brand is you. Your brand is not Beachbody. Your brand is you. You're selling you. And I did a video like this too, a live video on Team Empower, so you can go back and look at that. I talked about your cover photo, talked about your profile picture. You want people to know who you are when they come to your page, and you want people, we had someone message us on Strong Fit Mamas and said, hey, this looks like something you guys would post, or I thought I'd share this with you guys because this seems like something you would post. That means that person knows our brands. Okay, they know if people start thinking, oh, this looks like something Strong Fit Mamas would do, that means they're associating you with you. You are developing a brand. I know in a lot of our pictures, I try to, I can't really show you, but like when I just put together a quote, I kind of streamlined them all, and they all almost look the same. White background, same text. I'm not saying you have to do that, but I do that with several of them, so when people see them or if they're shared, people automatically associate it back with me, with us, not just me. Okay, Lacey, you can go from here.
Well, and I think in connection to what Allie was saying, this was something that I had to wrap my brain around because Allie comes from a design background, and I don't. So I have no clue what I'm doing with that kind of stuff. And so I always felt like I had to make every image that I put up look different so people didn't get bored. Like it was my job to make it look different or make it look fun or have a new fresh idea. And now I'm realizing that's like shooting myself in the foot. Like like Ali said, it's okay to use the same font. It's okay to use the same format. It's a good thing, because you want basically people to look at your stuff and it's like a magazine, you know, where they know that it fits with you, because what you see in People magazine, you're not going to see in 17 magazine. Like, they both have very distinct looks. And so that's the same with your page. It's okay for everything to look streamlined. So I just wanted to throw that in because I missed the boat on that one for a long time. Okay, so the other thing is he talked about inviting those people that like your posts to like your page. I always just kind of thought that if somebody liked our posts, that they were liking our page already. I just kind of figured they were one of our followers. But that's not the case. So if you go to your posts, especially the ones that do well, and you click on how you can see the people that like it, if you just click like the like button underneath the post, and it will pull up a list of the people that liked or gave you a heart or a smile or whatever. So if they reacted to your page. And then on the right-hand side, it will say if they are not a member of your page, if they don't follow you, it will give you a little invite button. So you can just click invite, 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 and you can invite up to 150 people a day. So that's an easy way to organically grow your likes, is by inviting those people that have already liked a post of yours to like your page as well. Another thing he talked about was to ask your fans what they want to see. That's actually something that Ali and I did when we first decided to start running ads, and that's probably the last time we did it. But it really ended up benefiting us. So what we did is we had 3 ads, or 3 pictures, and then 3 little sayings underneath them, and asked people, if you saw this, which one would you click on? And that's how we picked our ad, and it's done pretty well for us. But you don't have to do it things like that. It can be, you know, asking people, do you like this shoe or this shoe? Stacy just did one on, how do I wear my skinny jeans? Like this or like this, you know? People like to give their opinion. They like options. I've noticed too, if you're asking people like a series of things, like do you like this, this, or this, to give them an A, B, or C, or a 1, 2, or 3, because people react quicker. They take the time to give you a response. Another thing that you can do with asking, do you like this or this, or give a comparison, is to ask people, once they've commented on your page and you've had a few little back and forths, ask them, you know, thank you for commenting on my page. It's been so fun to get to know you. What kind of things would you like to see on this page? What else would you like to see? Or even crafting a post and saying, I'm asking for all of your help. I want to make sure that you get what you're coming here for. What would you like to see more of? And you can leave it like that, or you can also give them an opportunity of saying like A, recipes, B, workouts, that kind of thing. You have 2 different options of doing that. But if you're asking people what they want and then giving them what they want, that makes them feel like they've participated in the page as well. Let's see. Then he talked about posting 3 to 5 times a day. That's also something that we've talked quite a bit about. And so that's nothing new. But he talked about how he would rather, and I totally agree with this, I would rather post 3 times a day with good content versus 5 times a day with just a filler post. Because your people, the reason why they're going to come back is because of your content. You can have the greatest ad out there, but if you don't have good content on your page, the ad's not going to do anything. It's your content that's going to bring people back. So posting 3 to 5 times a day with good solid content. It doesn't mean it's this heartfelt post every single time you put something up there. I mean, it can be something as simple as, like Ali posted today, I'm sick and tired of food having calories. And just said, you know, like the little spiel about it was, do you feel me? And people loved that. So, I mean, it's still adding value. It's making people laugh. It's making them think. It's making people relate. And then there's also posts where we share a story, or we share the hard things, or what we've learned. So any way that you can add value to people in your content, the better you are at doing that. So if that's 3 times a day, awesome. If that's 5 times a day, that's fantastic. But do your best to have content versus just filler posts. Let's see. The next thing that he said is to respond. That's another thing that Ali and I saw when we were critiquing pages, is It's so important to respond to people that comment on your page, even if they say, I loved this, or me too, or just something that's like a nothing comment, to find a way to work in a question, to respond and say, thank you for responding to my question. You know, how many kids do you have? Or what fitness goals are you working on? Anything that's related to the post in any way, it invites them to share more with you. It invites them to open up with you. And after you've had a couple back and forths, or you start to see a pattern of the same people commenting, their names will start to become familiar. That's when you can send them a private message and just say, thank you so much for following the page. I would love to help you with anything, and to continue to develop that relationship then within a private message. So responding back to people commenting is huge, huge, huge. I think too, it always makes me smile when one of us posts in the team page, like, look who commented on my page. If it's like one of the Beachbody trainers, or if it's Carl Deichler, or if it's whoever it may be, because it's like, holy cow, like these are important people. Like they're responding to me. They're acknowledging what I'm doing. And the same is is true for you. When you respond to somebody, people are like, holy cow, she took a minute to respond to what I said. She is acknowledging what I'm saying. And so make sure that you comment and respond back to what people are saying on your page. Another thing that he talked about is and this is something that I haven't really found a good flow with, is he talked about sharing popular content. So if you see something on Facebook that you feel like, is getting a lot of response, it's really good, it's a popular thing, he says to go ahead and share that. Now, what you put in the comment section, or in kind of like your, what is it called, Al? Like where you write the content section. The caption, thank you. What you put in the caption is you can use that all to tell your story, to share about you. Don't just share something from another page and say nothing about it. But if you share something that's really funny, or really it will provide valuable content for your followers, if it will help them, then go ahead and share in it, how this pertains to you, how it shares your story, what you've learned about it, why it made you laugh, whatever it may be. Because that will automatically increase your engagement, because people will respond to it, people will like it, people will comment. And two, people most of the time don't take the time to look where the source originally came from. They'll remember that you shared it. And so that just goes back to your brand, as well as, people wanting to follow you, and that kind of thing. So I personally wouldn't share other things like multiple times a day, because then that detracts from you sharing yourself. But it is a really great way to increase your traction, and increase your engagement from other people. But above everything else, the biggest thing that you can do if you do nothing else is to provide value for other people, to share your story, to share your journey, to share things that will help other people. Because ultimately the goal with social media isn't necessarily to have sales. The goal is to connect with people and to build trust with people, so that those people will want to follow you. When you are, sharing about a challenge group, or about a coaching at a glance group, or a clean eating group, or whatever it may be, that's your focus, is to share yourself, share value, so people can trust you and get to know you, so they'll want to be your lifer and they'll want to follow you. So that's basically a like page in a nutshell. They're some of the best practices. It definitely is a hit or miss thing. That's one of the great things about insight or like pages, is that you can look at the insights. You can see when your followers are online most, like the time frame that they're there. For us, it's 6 to 6. You can see what posts have done well. You can see, the age bracket of you can see everything. So really look into your insights, because it hands you a lot of information about your page and how to best connect with your followers. So, Al, do you have any other things to say? You're muted. Oh, now you're not.
Along with the sharing, we've never really shared other people's content, and so that was that pointer is kind of foreign to us. I do think you can share other people's content, but if it's just like a quote or something, I think it's better for you to take the quote and put it on a selfie of yours, create your own. I do think there are some, like videos out there that are funny to share. But yeah, the only thing I can think of on what you said.
Yeah, that's definitely new for us for sure. So, do you guys have any questions about anything?
Or how are you guys doing? How are you guys feeling about the business? Good? Not good? Good? Okay.
Fabulous this month.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
I do have a question though about the app that you guys are using to edit your pictures or to put text on them, because I have the Rana, the basic one or whatever. Are you guys using Rana Collage now mainly?
I still use just a regular one most of the time. If you see mine with circle pictures, then that's when I would use the collage one, but most of the time I just use Rana, or however you say it.
So how are you getting the white over your pictures? Like, I've seen it on an angle before, or how are you doing that?
The white? What do you
Like
mean?
on top of the pictures to write on?
Yeah.
What I've done, oh, go ahead, Ann.
No, go ahead.
What I've done is they don't have a rectangle. So I just went in the, where you can go into the, like the designs, not the lettering, but the designs.
Mm-hmm.
Go in there and it's under the, hold on, let me find out which one it's under. You just change the opacity to it. Hold on. Al, do you know what it's called? So.
Well, are you talking about, because when I write on the white area, I'm trying to pull up my phone so I can just show you. I just get like a square or a rectangle that I put on there. There is no rectangle, so I'll either put a few squares together. Or is that what you're talking about?
Is that in the basic Rana one? That's not Rana Collage?
No, let me show you.
It's Rana Designs.
Yeah, that's the one I have.
Oh!
Yeah, it's in the, so if you go into the, hold on, I'll show you.
Wait, look what I'm going to do. Look how cool I am.
Do you see the?
Can you see that? This is so.
Oh, Allie's doing it too. Okay, have Allie do it.
Yeah, let me do it because look how cool this is. Okay. Can you see me? Okay, so I'm going to pick a picture of me. Okay, select it. And then if I'm going to put, so I'll do that little snowflake thing. And then InstaGeo is where I get, and here's a square. So I'll either do a square, like here, and type there, and you can change the opacity by going there, go to transparency, and turn it down or up.
Okay.
And then if you just want, like, Stacy, I know she does, I can't find just a rectangle. Like if you wanted, maybe Stacy knows how to do this faster, but there we go. If you wanted just like can you guys still see this? Okay.
Yeah.
A rectangle, then I would put that there, and then I pushed add and then duplicate.
Okay.
Come.
Each
Can
other.
you guys hear my dog snoring? Oh my word. Go get out.
No. You see that? Something else that I like to do that I feel like makes designs look really nice is, so I'm just putting some text there right now. So I'm just going to write hello. And I like to do it, well, I don't know. It depends. So this is in all caps, but I like changing the kerning. So if you click on, so I'm on my text. Can you see this still? And then you click spacing right here.
Mm-hmm.
Then on this kerning down here, it switches the
Okay.
spacing in between the lettering.
Okay.
I love designs that have that on it. So is that what you meant, the white part?
Yeah, that's absolutely, because I don't know, I became overwhelmed with Rana really quickly, and so I've been doing a lot of Typorama, but now I'm bored of that. So
Yeah. The collage one I'm still figuring out, but
is that only for Instagram though? The collage.
No, the Rona collage?
Yeah.
No, you can use that for Facebook too.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah, that answers everything I need. I need to just play around with it more. So.
Yeah, it sucks getting to know new apps.
Yeah. Yeah. I like the top typorama for really quick, like throw a quote in, you know, it makes it look cute. And that, I really like that one, but
I like that app too.
but I couldn't figure out how you guys were getting white across your pictures. I was like, what are they? I've never done that, so I need to play more. So yeah, that answers that.
Okay, good. Any other questions?
Nope. Okay. Well, if we're going to do the, what is it called? The spirit team or the, whatever the new thing is, we need to figure out if we have 20 people to be on the team. So if you want to do it, awesome. If not, that's fine. Who should?
What is it? I read the facts in question, or the FAQs, but basically our team is just trying to, if you hit Success Club 5, then you get a t-shirt anyway, right?
That's all I care about.
What?
That's all I care about. I think this is their way of trying to push the challenge tracker app again. So they're giving people double points if their customers go and use the challenge tracker app. But honestly, and sounds terrible, but I don't particularly care for the challenge tracker app. So I don't know if I'd ask my customers to go and like sign up and share stuff. I don't want to run a group in there right now. So I'd really be in it just for like the participation, the motivation and inspiration we can offer each other. And then I want that free shirt. So.
Right. Yeah.
I totally agree. I just want the shirt too. So if we want to do the challenge tracker app, they only have to log 2 workouts and 2 Shakeologies. Right. So I don't know if we just say, hey, go log in here and then come back to the Facebook group, or if we just want to say, forget about the double points. All I need is 5 points, the shirt. Then I'm fine with that too. So
that did remind me though, we should have announced Core de Force coming out, which we didn't. So Core de Force is going to be released on the 31st, right?
Yep.
And there's another like free trial on demand. When is that? The 19th?
Oh, the 24th.
The 24th? Okay. So yeah. So you know. So I think too that's a nice your points for next month is by talking about Core de Force.
Yeah. Totally. For sure.
Try to, for your December points, so you're going to want to probably start a November challenge group in the beginning of November. Okay, so you want to start talking the end of October for your November group, because people aren't going to want to start like the week of Thanksgiving. So, and you can also be talking about like how to have moderation during the holidays. Okay, that's one way you can promote your November group. Like, don't gain weight over Thanksgiving, but talk about how you're going to teach them to have a holiday in moderation where they can still enjoy their favorite things for Thanksgiving but not go overboard. And the same thing with Christmas. You don't want to run a December challenge group like in the middle of the month. You either want to start, you want to work so you can, like the second week of December, so you can get your Success Club points then.
Stress about it during Christmas.
Yeah. Or this is a little more risky, but doing it right after Christmas. Focus on starting like the week between holiday, New Year's.
Yeah, I had a question about that. So the way my group is starting with this October one, it's going to be ending in November, like right before Thanksgiving. And so I am looking at starting pre-season for my November group. It will be smack right at Thanksgiving, but I was thinking that might hopefully work out for me, because if I get people into a group for November, I can take them to right before Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And then the December people that hopefully I get, I will just say we'll start in January. If you want this for Christmas now, we could start a group in January. Is that okay to do that?
I think that's a great idea. We have on our calendar our November challenge group starting on the 28th is when we have ours starting, and our December challenge group starting on the 26th. So we're like, we would start the day after Christmas, which would be our preseason, but then it would take them right into January is what is on our calendar.
Okay.
And you need to remember that there's never, like, there's always going to be somebody it's not the perfect time for, you know? So ultimately, like, you just have to be strategic with, one, trying to capitalize on the holidays and the current, like, what's currently happening, whether it's New Year's resolutions or give yourself a Christmas gift or something along those lines. And two, being strategic with your plans. Because the last thing you want to do when you're in the middle of, like, Christmas Eve is be stressing about opening a group or, you know, making sure that your challenges are okay or whatever it may be. So those are two things to take into account, that you need to also be strategic with your plans as well. And so make sure that you have time to, like, disconnect and just focus on your family or on the holidays or whatever it may be. So that's kind of why we set things up the way that we did.
Okay.
So if you guys just want really quick, let me just tell you the dates of when we're doing things. It just might be helpful. In November, we're doing our clean eating group, which we're going to do like a candy detox group. Okay, so we had like Halloween where people are going to go crazy. So candy detox like group before Thanksgiving, after Halloween, the 7th through the 12th is our clean eating group, which we're going to focus on calling it a candy detox type of group. Then our challenge group starts on the 28th, which you can take advantage of it being after Thanksgiving. And then in December, our clean eating group, we're going to do from the 5th to the 9th. And again, you guys don't have to do it this way. We're just, if it's helpful. The 5th to the 9th is when we're going to do our clean eating group. And hopefully we can be talking up our challenge group in that clean eating group. And then we'll start our December group on the 26th is when we have that written down. And capitalize on it being right after Christmas, you know, like, enjoy your holidays and then let's get on to it. And then you guys can start taking advantage of the new year, which is huge, because everyone's New Year's resolution is to lose weight, right? That's kind of great for us. So that's that. Maybe you didn't want that. Is that helpful for you guys to know that stuff, or not really?
It helps me because I did something similar for our first year. It worked out perfect, kind of like Kendra's schedule. We didn't start our group. I think we offered like a free group, like a free accountability 30-day group in December, because we didn't bank on anyone actually wanting to buy anything, but they did. But it worked out fine. But I like the idea of starting right after Christmas, because that gives you the prep week, and then they can actually start like New Year's resolutions still with day one.
Yeah.
So I think that Erin and I might change the dates that we have on our calendar and do something more like you guys, because I think we're a couple weeks ahead of where we should be in that schedule. So we might have a couple extra weeks off here in November.
Awesome.
Cool. I heard everything you said. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. Plan on being here again next Thursday. If you guys have any questions beforehand, let us know. We can cover those topics always. What did you say? Oh, if you want to, were we going to critique?
Oh yeah. So next week we're going to do some like live critiques of pages, just so we can, like, we'll share the screen, we'll show you one another's like pages or your personal page, whatever one you want to use, talk about, you know, just kind of look at what you're doing, and maybe find a few things that you can improve on, and also tell you what you're doing well. So if you want your page critiqued or looked at, critique is kind of a mean word. If you want us to look at it and praise you for how awesome you are, then let us know, and we'll do that too. So,
but we'll also tell you where you can fix things. So if you don't want to hear that, then don't get your page critique.
So, all right. You guys have a good night, and we'll see you next Thursday.